What's up, everybody? I'm jamming out. You can hear it in the background to some Black Noize covering some 666 from. This is Black Noize, guys. We have the lead singer of Black Noize, Ivan Black, and this is called Texas Shootout. Check it out. Check out the new cup my wife got me for Rockland Revolution. That's Ivan Black in the back. Oh, there we go.
What's up?
Who's in the background?
Hey.
We're just listening to your song, Texas Shootout.
Yeah. I noticed.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Thank you very much, man.
Down, I went to go pick up my son, and I blared it up. I was like, yeah. I like when you scream that. Jackson. That's awesome. There you go. Yeah. So welcome to Rockland Revolution, everybody. I'm your host, Rick Phoenix. Today we have a very special guest on our show. I'm honored to have Mr. Ivan Black from the band. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I heard you're in the studio, brother. What's going on?
Well, you're going to be the first to post something on the internet. So we've been doing some secret recording, doing all the lockdown. We've been writing stuff, and after almost 2.5 years, we're ready. We're ready to show the people the new stuff. People have been asking me, because I sing in a lot of cover bands and a lot of tribute bands, and
dude,
everybody's like, okay, that's good, but where's Black Noize? What's Black Noize doing? Oh, that band is done, man. It's over. It's in the past. But we were doing something behind the scenes, and now we're ready. Hopefully, the beginning of next year, you'll be hearing about Black Noize.
Wow. You guys heard it here, man. First on Rockland Revolution, man. That is awesome. Thank you for letting us know that. I know for a fact, yes, you are in many bands. I call Ivan the man. I call it what was the word I was thinking of? Super arrange his vocals. Like 1 minute he could be Jim Morrison, the next minute he's freaking Iron Maiden, man. How do you do it, brother? What inspires you to or what got you into music? First of all, go ahead and let us know for all the public out there that doesn't know who you are and what band you're in, and a little quick bio.
Black. I'm from Reynosa, Tamaulipas. I'm a huge fan of metal, rock and roll. I'm a mark, like we say in wrestling. I'm a mark, making a rock and roll band, and I started playing since I was 12. But just in garage, like everybody starts. And right about 15 years ago, I decided to make a real professional effort to do real writing and real recording, investing money, and Black Noize was what I born.
I hear a variety of influences. Definitely on the album that has the Texas Shootout.
Yes.
What I was noticing there is I can hear stuff like influences from like Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what you're going for, but this is what I hear. AC/DC, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, definitely.
Who else? You know what? I even heard a little bit of 80s Cinderella or something like that. Like, I don't know if you're vocal, but you can't, like what I've seen about you is you can't put you in one category, because you're just, if you start listening to one of his songs, you're gonna be like, okay, so that's what he does, right? You listen to a different song and he's a totally different person. It's like he's a voice shape shifter, right? Is that how you say it? That's what I call it. Yeah, man, it's amazing.
Thank you very much. But I think that has to do with being influenced with all these bands, and when I was making this record that has the Texas Shootout song, I thought it was going to be my only record. So I said, if I'm gonna do just one, I'm gonna do all the music I like. So I'm gonna, like you said, I'm gonna go from AC/DC to Iron Maiden to Guns N' Roses to there's some Metallica, Judas Priest, Grease, Rob Zombie,
Yeah.
a lot of Motorhead,
Oh yeah.
Megadeth. So
Did
yeah, there's people that like that, and there's people that don't. They say, well, you don't have a genre, and I'm like, that's cool with me. As long as it's rock and roll, as long as I like it and I think it's good, I'll do it. I don't want to be like the categorized. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
yes.
English.
No, I totally get that. And
But yeah,
that's amazing. What we try to do, right? We don't want to sound like anybody else, but you're still gonna have that influence from
yes,
what you hear and what you've been around. But I definitely like some of the music. When I heard, and I've known you for a long time.
Yes.
It just we used to play back in the day.
to the Doors.
That was amazing. Like you guys definitely have to come out to one of his shows because I'm telling you, he gets into the character. He makes you believe it. In other words, it's not like just somebody going up there and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a cover or something." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
That's not what we're talking about here. What I'm talking about, this is like he's a real deal. He's a rock star, man. This guy's a rock star. I what do you this guy like? What inspires you to get do music and everything? Who got you into music? Like, who was it? Somebody else? Was it just
Nothing.
you
Was my father.
in high
My
school?
father used to. He was a baseball player, famous baseball player in
Oh,
Mexico, and
wow.
when he quit doing baseball, he started doing commentary.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I was used to going to shows, and he was always on TV. He was always on the mic. He was always speaking, and I liked that.
Wow.
I liked
Yeah, that's cool.
seeing him like he was like a superhero. He was at home just being a father, and then I saw him like in the middle of the field throwing the first pitch, people clapping, and I'm like, man, who's this guy?
Yeah.
I don't know that. He changed his personality, and I was like, hey, that's cool. That's cool. That's a different person right there. And
Yeah.
people knew him for being that person, and
Yeah.
that was an amazing person. He was an amazing father, but he was an amazing character too. So I started, and then he started doing concerts, and he
Okay.
started bringing bands to doing the national anthem and stuff on
Yeah.
sports. And I saw bands for the first time, and I saw rock and roll bands. He took me to my first show. He took me to see Aerosmith when it was like
Ooh.
889,
Yeah.
something like that. And I was a little kid. I was 7 years old, I think,
Yeah.
when I saw Aerosmith. I did not understand what was happening, but I noticed my father getting excited, and I noticed all the well, that was the 80s, man. That's all a lot of wild stuff for a
Yeah.
kid. And then my father went backstage, and he was still being this person that everybody knew. And it was cool, man, because
Yeah.
at home, he was the guy who told me, do your homework, brush your
Yeah.
teeth, or do this, do that. And then I saw this cool guy, and I'm like,
Yep.
"Man,
There you
I
go.
want to be that.
Let's talk
I
about
want
a
to be
switch
that."
that goes on for us
Yeah. Yeah.
that play music and stuff. Like we get on the stage. I mean, we are, some of us are dads and everything, like you're saying. And yeah, we go home. We're regular, whatever, but we get on the stage and it feels like we turn on that switch.
Yes.
And you turn into something else. So, and I've seen it with this guy, guys. You guys tribute bands are you in? Like what band? I know you're doing.
I have
think
no.
you said Pantera one too.
Yeah. And
Am I allowed to
he's-
say that one right now? I didn't know if you want me to.
say it. I know your show is that's for
Yeah.
Texas crowds and the Texan audience. And I'm sorry, I know I'm Mexican, but give me a chance. Just go see the tribute, and you're gonna have fun. Like I said, I'm a big mark for rock and roll. Pantera is one of my all-time favorite bands, and just give us a chance. I think you're gonna have fun with us. But I'm saying this because
It's
I
rock
get
and roll,
really,
brother. There's no judgment on that. Don't
yeah,
worry about it.
I'm
Trust me.
get really nervous when I play Texas States and I say Pantera. Because when I say Doors, okay, Doors. Guns N' Roses, okay. Iron Maiden, okay.
Yeah.
When you say Pantera in Texas, everybody's
Woo.
like, show me what you got,
Yeah.
man. And I get and I'm like really short at this biker guy's like huge guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I just turn to my band and I say, we gotta do this good, man. And
Yeah, definitely.
and it's curious because the last date we did a tour with the Pantera tribute.
Yeah.
And the last date was in Sin El Rey in Cali.
Yeah, shout out to Senor Ray, man. That's I
Bird.
love tuning in right now. We got Andy Bustamante. She's a Spanish Tejano singer. She actually
cool.
just got with A.B. Quintanilla
Oh.
Yeah, man. So she's watching right now. So
Hola.
shout out to her. Uh, Also, Perla Ramos says, "Saludos, Ivan Black. My kids love your show.
Hola,
You
Perlita.
inspired you inspired new generation, brother."
Well, I don't know about that, but when I see a kid coming to a show like Perla's kid,
Yeah,
I want to play the drums. And you know, when I play, not a tribute, when I
yeah.
play in a cover band and I see a kid, a small kid, 8, 6, 9 years old, and he tells me I want to play the drums, we're playing covers, man. Who cares? I just say, get on, let's do it. And my drummer's real cool. Yeah, get on the drum kit. And believe me, my drummer doesn't let anybody touches his drums.
Yeah.
So this kid, Perla's kid, gets on the kit, and I'm like, what do you want to play? And he says, Master of Puppets, because I just saw it and Stranger Things. And I'm like, Master of Puppets? You're like, what are you, 9, 10? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I'm trying to explain to him, well, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it this way. And he's like, I got it. And he turns to my guitar player and he says, are you ready? The kid tells my
Damn.
are
All
you?
right.
And he starts playing, and he played it better than my drummer. And so I'm like,
You're
hey,
fired.
yeah,
Tell
yeah,
him
yeah.
you're fired, sir.
So I don't know if I inspired that guy because he already knew how to play the
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah, I know.
No,
That's awesome. I was very attentive to like the fans and everything. Afterwards, when he performs and everything, he definitely says hello and everything to everybody because we got to go up. There was a line I remember day, and I'm telling you guys got to check out whatever band he's in, whatever you guys make sure to like his socials. Where can they check out your
Facebook
main
and
stuff, right?
YouTube and Instagram is the same. It's whatever at Black Noise with a Z and an E at the end. One Black Noise one, and you can find us Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And you get a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
Black Noise.
Noise,
And just put
guys.
a one.
You guys
Yeah.
check out the music. I'm telling you right now, you guys
that
gonna
was
love it. Off of camera. Uh, it seems that you're attracting all the ladies right now.
Okay.
So they want to know.
The music, ladies.
They want to know. Is Ivan Black single?
No, I'm not. And
No.
my girlfriend is watching right now.
Okay, there you go. There's your answer. I think it was Kyra that asked that. She said, "Can you please ask him that?" So yeah, please take it, ladies. But that doesn't mean that you can't go to the show and enjoy. You just got out of the studio, correct?
Yeah. We recorded 4 hours on Saturday morning, and then we did a 3.5 hour Iron Maiden tribute. And today I did another 4 hour session. So Rick asked me, "Can you sing something?" I'm like, I can't even speak. So I owe you that one. But
We'll do it another time. No worries. I've been there.
Next year, early next year, when I get my first single of the new album, let's do it on your show, and I'll sing that. I'll do.
There you go, guys. You heard that. People tuning in right now. Jorge Rosada, Grande,
Okay.
Ivan. Is that what he said? Okay. Dave Lutz. Shout out to Ivan and crew. Saludos, pa. Shout out to everybody watching right now, man. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys haven't, checked this out before, this is Rockland Revolution, and I have Mr. Ivan Black here on our show for episode 13. Episode 13 do you guys have right now?
Just the
Black
one.
Noise.
Just the one. Just the one.
the
We
one.
have one album and 2 EPs, and we're doing the second full-length album, and we're gonna include some rare demos we did back in the day. So it's gonna be like 12 new songs and 12 demos that we actually play live, and people have been asking me, well, I like that song, where's that song at? And it's just an old demo. Well, I want the old demo, so we're gonna include that.
Good. You gotta give them what they want, right? Will there be any collaborations with any artists?
Yes, but I cannot say.
Definitely looking forward to the new music, man. Are there any shows coming up? Anything? Any tours? Anything that you can maybe let us know that for maybe the remainder of the year or for 2023?
right now, what we're gonna do is but it's not Black Noise. It's the same friends we did it at Senior Rate. Right now, we're gonna do a couple of dates of the Pantera tribute, and after that, it's gonna be 100% Black Noise. So, like I said, starting next year, uh, January, which is my birthday, I would like to celebrate my birthday doing a if not a Black Noise show, just presenting the new song
Yeah.
and letting people know we are still alive and we are ready. We are ready. And definitely next year, I don't know which date or which month, but
Yeah.
we got to do at least 20 days. And it's going to
Yeah.
include Allen, it's going to include Edinburgh Bar. We have a lot of friends over there and Mission. So, yeah, expect to Black Noise to come back and just to say
Who's in the
hi to
band
our
right now
friends.
for Black Noise, and are they the same guys that do the tributes with you?
No, no, definitely this Black Noise. It's a wow, like a 20 guy piece, but it depends because when we play Mexico, we
Yeah.
we do with some guys, and when we play the United States, we do it with another guy, and sometimes it's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
It's half and half. It's crazy because we're not. Man, Black Noise one time played without me, so it's an all friend collaboration.
Okay.
Uh, and one of my friends that Alex, which is the original guitarist, Alex, Jack, they live at one guy lives in Austin, the other guy lives in Dallas, so it's kind of hard for them to go to like Monterrey or Mexico City, but
Yeah.
sometimes they can. So you never know what you're gonna get. That's why when we post a Black Noise flyer, we don't post the picture, and then
Okay.
the on the up,
Okay.
there's no pictures of any of the bandmates. So you're
Yeah.
just gonna go listen to the music, have a great time, but you never know who you're gonna get. So there's
Wow.
not a base.
That's definitely
Oh,
different.
as long as we got
Yeah.
you, man. As long as we got you,
I
we
would
love those
love to
vocals.
do another show with you guys. It's been a long time. I got my
Yeah.
own project going, so it's called I Beyond Scars, and I used to be in a band called A Day of Ashes back
Yeah.
in the day, and everything. For anybody that's tuning in right now, we got a lot of people, actually talking here on the comments. It's the first time. Shout out to everybody out there. Thank you for that.
Hey,
That's
thank you.
awesome. You really are bringing the noise, brother. I did have a question. Is Ivan Black your given name? Like, did somebody like say, oh,
No,
like a stage name,
no,
or is it your
stage
name?
name, man.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
great. If I was called Black. That would be great. No. My real name is Ivan Science. That's my real name.
What kind of
Ivan.
music you listen to lately? Like, what is there anything that you're grabbing from, kind of getting influenced by lately, or you like
You-
are more stuck?
I
still,
I
like,
always I always listen to the radio when I'm driving, and I hear new bands, and I like some tunes here and there, but I never know who they are. I never know who they are, and since I'm always doing tributes and covers,
yeah,
I always like I'm stuck in all late 70s, 80s, and early 90s. But
yeah,
that doesn't mean that I don't like new bands. I do. I just don't know who they are. I'm like, oh, this is a great song, and then somebody tells me, oh, it's this band. Okay. 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh, singing Iron Maiden. Who was that band again? I don't know. But it was next year. We'll probably do the Pantera thing first, and after that, for sure, Black Noise. I just had to. The only guy who is still local, like in the RGB or Reynosa, it's me. Everybody's out of town, so I need
yeah,
to see. First, I gotta have the new music. If I go again and play the old stuff, I know many people don't know it, but I have to have a reason to do a new show. So I gotta have new music. So once we get the video on YouTube or Instagram, on TikTok or whatever, then you can say, okay, you want to see this band? Well, who is Black Noise? Well, the new video you just seen on Facebook, those are the guys that's coming up. I don't want them to look out for a video that's 5 years old. So
yeah.
got new music, then I can start doing the plans for the dates. But it's gonna
So
be before
You
March.
have the name
Before
of the
March.
single that's going to be coming out first? I mean, do you
Uh,
have that? And I know you said there's going to be a music
yeah.
video.
Yes, I want one, but Mario, my producer, said no, he wants another one. So I'm gonna say the one I wanted because I always wanted to make a song that's called Frankenstein,
Oh, okay.
which describes my band, Frankenstein. It's because it's a lot of pieces, a lot of
you,
input.
you made me think of Alice
Alice
Cooper.
Cooper. No,
Yeah.
not Alice Cooper. But yeah, this song is like Frankenstein, like the monster. It's a lot of pieces, a lot of kinds of music that make black noise. That's
Yeah.
what the and song the other one, about. Which is a cliche song, but I bet you people are gonna like it. I made it as a joke, and it ended up being sometimes you song really serious and it's good, but when you do something that's just you just relaxed, and then it turns out that's the
Yeah.
song. That's the song. And
Yeah,
I made a song that didn't have a name. I just wanted it to be heavy metal, like old school heavy metal, old school. Like it wanted it to sound like Screaming for Vengeance. I wanted it to sound like Painkiller, something like that. Something
Oh, hell yeah.
around those lines. And the producer was what's it called right now? It's just heavy metal, heavy metal. And I started writing the song on the guitar, and then I started recording like the way I wanted to sing it, like the melody, but no lyrics. I was just like doing the Rob Halford, trying to do the Rob Halford pitch and stuff. And then I started mumbling. He said, "Well, give it some context." And I started mumbling what heavy metal, like cliche heavy metal, like dragons and swords and elves and witches and whatever. And it ended up being he mixed my voice. He put it together. He pieced it up because I did it like random. Then he showed it to me, like all these random whatever mumbling words, and he pieced it. Okay, this rhymes with this and this and this and this, and it ended up the joke. Yeah. So the song is called Heavy Metal. The lyrics is gonna be people who don't know this story gonna be what the hell, man? He's just saying words that is the cliche of heavy metal, like chains and leather and motorcycles and whatever. And then it ended up being a great song. Once you listen to it, if you don't know what it says, it still sounds great. So when you read the lyrics, it's gonna be what the hell? This is just random words that heavy metal guys say. So it was the easiest, more relaxed song I've ever done, and it sounds great. It sounds great, and it wasn't me. I was just like la 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 la. And my producer Mario Nava said, "That's the way you do a song, man. Just let it out." And we'll figure out the lyrics later. And he said, "No lyrics. Leave it like that. I know you. You cannot overthink it. Just leave it like that. Let people decide. Let people decide if they like it. If people make fun of it, they're still gonna talk about it. If they're mad, they're still gonna talk about it. And if they like it, they're gonna talk about it. Let it go." So
at the end of the day, as long as you're happy, you know what I mean. Like that's what makes sense to anything, you know, because it's your own art. So
yes.
But yeah, man, like I'm a firm believer. Like you like when you're writing a song, you say your first line, right? You're recording in the booth, and if you say a line, just say a line because you're looking for that melody and stuff like that. I feel like it's like a puzzle. You know, you're kind of putting everything together, and so yeah, sometimes that first line you better keep it most of the time. You know, like I've noticed. Okay, you know, that was natural. So yeah, but yeah, I've been there, man. Like I can't wait to hear it. It's definitely that sounds interesting right there too. Actually, like that he was getting okay. Just do it. Just let go, do whatever, and then we're gonna take care of it over here. So that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
To play that live too.
I'm actually nervous because since it's like that, people are accustomed for me to do all these like Steve Harris or Jim Morrison, like these kind of lyrics that I really thought about it, and I like to explain people, oh, this is bad. And sometimes people are just drinking like whatever, man. The song's cool. Don't overthink it. Yeah. This is the first time I don't have anything. I just mumbled, and if you like it, well, say thanks to my.
What's gonna happen though? You're gonna listen to that once it's kind of done, because I do this now, and I look back at an old album that I had, and I listen to it, and I'm like, oh, I should have changed this. I should, you know what I mean? Because you never, as an artist, you're I don't know how to say this, but you're never like truly finished with the project. you always want to make it better, like But I don't know where you get to the point where you're like, this is just completely done. This is perfection. I'm a perfectionist, so
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? Like I just don't know, and sometimes you have to just kind of, you have to be like, yeah, okay,
Well,
it's
in
done.
my opinion, in my own experience, I've recorded between demos and the album, the EP, I've recorded around 40 songs, and I only think that one of those 40 songs is the way I wanted it.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't mean that it's one of the songs that nobody listens to. So the only
Yeah.
person satisfied is me. So
Yeah, yeah,
at the end, people decide which is good and which is not good or not that good. So this time with Mario, I just let it flow. And he sends me like he never sends me the whole thing. He wants to surprise me too. So he sends me like little like 20-second parts of the song, and I'm like, that's but he sends me the part that's different from what I did. So he's like, trust me, man. I'm a producer.
yeah.
You're a singer, all right? Let me do my job. So he does it on purpose. He sends me something. He changed completely, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and I'm mad, and I'm sending me, oh, oh that's, and then like Volbeats, like a week later, I'm like, man, that's a great
Yeah,
part,
yeah.
and I tell him, is that my song? He said, no, that's
Do you get
our
nervous
song.
still when you perform?
Always, always,
Always. Good,
always.
good.
I think when you lose that, uh, it's it's not worth it. You gotta be nervous. You gotta. I think that drives you to give more than 100%. I think it's a you feel responsible, especially when you're playing a tribute or you're playing covers. It's not your song, man. You're making money, but at the expense of somebody you admire. So at least try to give it your best to be the guy on stage, but at the same time be the guy watching you,
Yeah.
and don't half-ass. So the
Yeah.
only way you can do that is being nervous, being like preoccupied by
Yeah.
that. What would the Ivan Black on the public will say about this asshole who's like, oh yeah, thank you for coming to see me, and it's not your song, man.
Yeah.
So okay, and Black Noise is even worse because there's why why would I want to see? Show me something. So it's worse. You gotta give it. So yeah, the being nervous, I think it's the magic of singing, performing. When you think you're all that, you're done. That's what I
What
think.
is
There you
your
go.
what is your best experience on stage thus far? Like what has happened? Something that just goes through your mind. What is your best and what is your worst? What happened that was your worst
If
on
you're
stage?
talking about like crowd response or when you thought something was great, I think it's all collaboration. I think the best. We played a show in Mexico City, and there were like 70 or 80,000 people. Obviously, they did not go to see Black Noise. It was a festival. We got
Yeah.
invited. We saw the band before us, and they're like, they're not going to see you. They're going to see the main act, and you're playing like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. People are tired. Sun in Mexico, damn, and they're waiting for Kiss and Guns and Roses were the headliners. Corn and I don't know who else. Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And we saw the band before us. They not only got booed, they got pelted and they got like all this
Oh
stuff,
my
and
God.
and we're like, we're next, and I just my band were really nervous, and I told them, hey man, let's say this is our last show. This is our last show.
Yeah.
If we do good, or we do bad, let's just do what we like. And we played for 20 people. Now there's 70,000 people. I'm sure when we played for 20 people, two of those people did not like us. So it's the same. Just think about you're in your house as a kid on the mirror
Yeah.
in calzones, just playing
Yeah.
and imitating. And we bonded before we played, and when we got on stage it was magic. People just loved it. They did not know any of the songs, but they started little by little. That's the key of having repetitious chorus. That by the third time we did Texas, they were like, shoot out. People
I
were,
love that song.
that was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we got him. We got him. We got him. And I think that was the best one because we were expecting to fight and we ended up being embraced by strangers. 80,000 strangers.
There we go. Here's the worst one. Let's see if
Nothing
we got
worse.
one.
Band experience is always been good because I always make bands with my friends. I don't like this. That's an American thing, and I respect it a lot. But because you think about the level you're gonna get if you audition people. I tried that, and yes, definitely you get some, especially when Black Noise started, people noticing Black Noise. A lot of people, hey, I play better than your guitarist. With just for that comment, I don't like you.
Yeah.
So I bet you do. I bet you play better, but I don't like people. This band is we never even thought about being famous. If it happens, great. But we always, it's sort of like a family. So I don't like to audition. I tried it once and I hated it because I did not connect with these people. They were like their own thing, and I'm like this guy, the bass player's this guy, the drummers, and everybody's like the rock star. And I'm not trying to be the rock star. I liked it when my friends, the whole band, everybody had their favorite. I liked the guitarist, I liked the bass player. It was not about Ivan Black, it was about Black Noise. And I liked that, so it's not, the worst part was not about Black Noise. The worst part was meeting a hero of yours when you opened for them and they treated you like, who the fuck are you? And I was really excited for meeting an artist. I'm not gonna say who, because I know there's people who admire like whoever, and I don't want to take off the magic veil out of their eyes. But
I know.
We had the fortune of opening for our heroes, and one of those heroes was like the worst. But not even like I have 5 minutes or take a picture and go away. No, he was talking bad to his own band, and when he saw, who the hell are these? Get the fuck out! And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
And I thought like 15 minutes, everything was negative, and the only thing I thought was, I hope I never become that guy.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Always stay humble, guys. Always stay humble. Ivan's a very humble guy, very talented. Man, thank you for being on here on the show, brother. I appreciate your time and everything, and I wish you the best in everything for the remainder of the year, and of course for 2023, man. Yeah. I can't believe we're about to get into that, and I think it's going to be a big year for all of us.
Yes.
So thank you so much, everybody. Ivan Black from Black Noise. You guys check him out. He has, his music out with Black Noise. He got his tribute bands, everything. Make sure to show up. Make sure to say hello and take a picture with him and everything. All that whole stuff. He deserves it. All right, brother. Please send us the song. When you're done, send us a song so we can play it on here.
Okay.
All right, brother. You heard it, guys. Rock on. Later, guys.
Almost.